Hello, welcome back to my channel. Luke is on Connect is not here yet. I think he will be here in a bit, but I'm not sure if you actually saw the title yet. I'm sure a lot of people won't like that one.
Hello, we're all here.
There we go.
Yes, we're back finally after consistency. Yay!
I think it's
We're
been three.
shit.
I think it's been
Yeah.
3 weeks since we've all three been on here.
And we're shit.
Yeah.
We're back. We're fucking back.
The last time we were all almost after the Wolves game, right?
I think so. Yeah.
There we go. The period between us being together and not being together is us being shit. So when all three of us are together, we win games.
So Derby Day, we're back. We're back on Derby Day.
There we go.
That is the lesson. So as long as all three of us are together, we're flying. We are flying. So I just asked Luke if he saw the title. I'm gonna ask the same thing to you, Connect.
PEP out is back on the menu, is what I read, I believe.
So that's what I'm going to talk about to start off here, but we'll branch off into many topics. But so I started a fight with the Doku fans on Twitter. This will come around. This will come around. So I saw a really good video on usage rate, which was something I'd never seen. I thought it was interesting. So what I did is I looked up what usage rate does. I looked up how it works, why it's used, and all of that, and what it means. And I came to the conclusion that Doku is just as bad as everyone knows he is, and he's statistically proven to have the ball a lot. He's got the highest usage rate in the Premier League, and it's calculated, by the way, on how much possession you have and how much you lose the ball. So the fact that he's got the highest usage rate in the Premier League means he loses the ball the most in the Premier League. Yet he's 33rd in, I think it's 33rd in chance creation. He's 39th in GA. Actually, he's even lower in assists. He is very bad at creating shots. And that was a chart, a really good chart. I don't have it at hand right now. I'll look it up while I let you two talk. Just a great chart. Haaland was right at the average expected chance creation for the amount of ball losses you have, while Doku was below it, which means that Doku is less of a creative player than Haaland.
Christ. Let this go out there, man. I'm done.
And the reason I mentioned that beautiful statistic is because Pep keeps bringing him on for Marmoush. You want to guess where Marmoush is on that chart?
He's got to be like, yeah, he's got to be top 20 at least, surely.
I don't know where he ranks in the top number, but he's comfortably above the line, which when you've got charged, the line is your average expected output. He's comfortably above it.
I'm just gonna say, right, just play Macassar out of him. Honestly, just on Macassar.
At this point, yes.
Finley Gorman, just play it in them guys. I'm sorry, right? Oh, but you can improve. If we're in season 3 and we're demanding improvement, right? At this point, right, stop waffling on your news channel. Stop waffling on all this stuff, right?
Waffling is all I do.
Well, yeah, you do. On his channel, he's done right.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. You can't sit there and do a channel, right, when you've done nothing. Well done playing league title, which again you didn't really do much of anyway. You contributed a few games there and there. Like, I'm not hating on him. I want him to do well, but the problem is he's never going to improve if he has the mentality of course it's out. I've got to do this. Do it. Stop talking the talk. Walk the walk.
That's why I called him a little dog. He talks a lot, but or rather he barks a lot, but he doesn't back it up. Connect. What do you think of Pep's decision to keep playing Doku, which is objectively making us worse? And what do you think about Pep in general recently? By the way, before you answer that, I have found the beautiful graphic. I mean, this is just so beautiful. I mean, it's a joke, really.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, golly.
I mean, by the way, strikers, the majority of strikers are below this line. Doku has the rate of output of an average striker, while he's a creative winger. His defensive work rate is average. It's not bad, actually. People say it's bad. It's actually average. But average work rate, average anything else, while your creation, which is your strong point, presumably, is below average. I mean, you're not contributing anything.
Well, no, I'll say as it is, right? Like, at the end of the day, Savio and Bob are better than him. I'm not playing them two.
Oh, you want Savio? Savio is
Savio?
the second best in the Premier League.
Do you know what is right? People, if you score more goals, mate, no one give a shit. Like, And that's the thing. I guarantee you, right? You start Savio on left wing against United against Dallo right back, something like that. It'll batter him. Look
at that, right below Saka.
Bro, he's people think he's shit. He's not shit. I don't know why we're doing this. EA can't score goals, but again, if he's going to correct me chance to score goals, fine. As long as my Moose scores the goals, whatever he does, I'd rather pay him than Bob. Doku ain't done it for me. It's season 3. It's in the same shit. Like, bro, I audibly sighed loudly at the game. I was like, wait, coming on. I should straight away what was coming. I didn't get everything from him. Run on the wing, stop, tip on him, pull around, pull off to buddy Zayt Nori. I was like, every game, this is all game. He can't. He runs past 2 men. I'll go on, and then fuck all of it. Have a shot, a goal, pass it. Just please do something with it.
Yeah, I think Alf, saying that average. I think that's just what Doku just might be. To be honest, he's just an average, very pacey winger. He's pacey, and on a counter,
his efficiency in creation is below average.
Yeah.
Well, then he's at the best. At the very best, he's average then, by the sound of it. No doubt. I think in a side that relies on counter attacks, he's probably going to do a lot better than that, because of his pace. But we don't rely on that, and he just doesn't really contribute anything to us. We need our wingers to help our strikers. Savinho, on the left side, he's got like, what was it, 11 assists last season. Savinho, who's up there the most for us last season.
I think in the Premier League he got 8, but I'm not sure about all competitions.
By the way, that's insane. By the way, for his first season. By the way,
yeah,
it's okay for the first season. I mean,
well, for someone like him, right, who meant to be a sub player, he came in and played a lot more games than he should have done. Let's be real, we shouldn't play that many games last year, but he did.
Yeah.
I mean, this year, right? Obviously, he hasn't played yet. I'm not saying he's shit. Well, he hasn't even played for us yet. So can't comment how shit he is. Yeah, got to see him play against United and then Napoli, and then before I decide where he is. But I'll tell you right now, he's better than Doku. He's better than, well, I won't say better than Bob. We'll see, but I think it depends on when we rank that with Bob. I think Bob's still
with Bob. I mean, you've got a young player there who's got less experience even than Savio. I think Bob, I mean, if you look at him play, the way he's composed when he finishes and the way he creates, just takes players on, but actually does something with it. He doesn't just take players on for the sake of it, like Doku. I think that's a quality player. You saw it against Wolves. He just cut through that defense. I think against Tottenham, he was our only real threat.
Yeah.
Sure, he played a bad game against Spurs, but...
Everyone was bad.
Also, not against Spurs. He played good against Spurs, I think. I think he played poor against Brighton.
Yeah.
If you can't have one bad game in 3 as a 20-year-old who's realistically not supposed to be the starting player, then I'm not sure. By the way, big up to chat, yesterday, I didn't stream. I did stream for the 10 minutes until my power cut out. So actually, this time it's not Stillnet's fault. The whole street went without power for 2.5 hours. So there you go.
Well, by the way, that Belgian game, right? I watched highlights back of it. All I saw in section was paid how many an hour. Okay, look at GNA. Nothing. Like, seriously, Liechtenstein. If A come by San Marino, nah. If you can't get I give up.
You know what's the funny part? the scoring started with Club Brugge fullbacks.
Oh, by the way, right, Alf, a Decai Pro, watched him. Good left back, by the way. Very good. I watched him in person. He was very good. Well, City depends. I like Kate Nori so far. We'll see how Nori does anyway. But if he was available in the market with a left back, I probably would have got him myself. But he's a good player, Decai Pro. Good player.
I mean, I'm just quickly checking. Yeah, it's Meunier. It's Meunier who assisted the Kuiper's goal. There you go.
Oh, bro.
Beautiful. Club
Also,
Brugge agenda. And the Kuiper assisted the third goal.
Yeah.
And Van Aken assisted the fourth. There you go. Club Brugge dominance. And our striker is injured. Otherwise, he would have started this game and probably scored as well.
And Kev scored, by the way, didn't he? Again, which was weird not seeing City account put Kev, but again, it's where we are now.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it is San Marino. Sorry, it's Liechtenstein.
It was probably worse than San Marino, if I'm being real. So,
I mean, it's the San Marino golden generation, isn't it?
bro, England will be 1-0 win. I'll be raging. So fair play. You got 6 goals. England tomorrow. I can't bother watching that shit.
Who are they playing?
Andorra at home. You can't.
Is it a friendly or is it a qualifier?
The qualifier. No Palmer, no Foden, no Saka, no Bellingham. It's Andorra. I couldn't give a shit anyway. Okay, you got out there. So Andorra was at your sub.
It'll be a tight one now.
I actually saw something of Michael Owen. Not sure if you guys saw it, but Michael Owen was saying something along the lines of, we keep winning the youth tournaments, we've got the best players, but none of them are playing. Meanwhile, the Spanish players, the Portuguese players, are playing 50 games a season, and they're becoming better than ours. I think Michael Owen kind of cooked with that. I don't know the exact phrasing he used. He put it more eloquently than I did. But yeah, it is true.
Our youth teams are really good, mate. They're really. You know it yourself, Alf. You watch them as well. Like our youth academy is really, really good for England. Like, we've got some great talents.
Fluke Winter against Germany.
We win. We don't care. We don't care. It's Germany. We beat Germany. I'll take it. But the thing is, with the England main team, right? We all admit, like, that team should be doing a lot better, even winning tournaments. I think, as a right to win tournaments, it has to be at least in the finals every time. Because I'm sorry, right? The team we've got right now is probably the most talented young team we've had probably ever at their ages compared to like, other players, obviously, around that time. I get you have Lampard, Gerrard, Scholes, and like, maybe around ages and that. But if we look at the players that are playing right now for like Madrid, Barcelona, all that, who are English players playing for these big Bayern, playing for the big teams around Europe, we should be doing a lot better than what we're doing. And we're getting cooked with Senegal at home.
Not even that, yeah. Just like, take for example Mukasa.
Yep.
He should right now be on loan at a Premier League club playing 30 games a season. Not starting 30 games a season, that'd be too much, but playing. Either off the bench, starting easier games there or there. If you play 30 games a season, I don't care if you're playing like 10 minutes a game, you're going to improve a lot more than playing into EVS for another season.
Agreed.
And it's barely an experience for them, really.
I mean, how is it experience to cook players who are just not at your level?
Right, do we agree, right, that Mukasa should be on the bench right now for us? At least.
Yes.
Yeah, he should easily be on the bench.
I watched against Palermo. I was like, he's got an assist. Like, bench, please? No, Paul, we're going to put on some players that no one cares about. Doku, sell him on. Jay Murray, get a bid, sell him on.
Who even was on our bench against Brighton?
Nico O'Reilly.
Oh, I'm pretty sure Doku was our only attacking player.
It's like fucking Doku. Like, we're fucked.
Okay, the bench was...
One down, it's over.
Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
One, how's that?
Okay, yeah, he had 9 players. I thought for the moment he didn't have 9 players. You're allowed 9 players on a bench, by the way, for those who don't know. Our bench was Ederson, Akanji, Gundogan, Gonzalez, Ake, Rico Gonzalez, Rico Lewis, Nico O'Reilly, Doku, Diaz.
Fucking awful, by the way. That's an awful bench.
It's a really bad bench.
Imagine this. Instead of Gundogan, you have Echeverry. Instead of Akanji, you have Yumaba.
What is he fucking loan for? Sorry, I'm fuming, man. What's your loan? Why?
I know.
Bro, people think I'm glazing when I say he's one of the best centre backs in the world right now. He
Call
is.
them back. Call Vitor Hayes back. They're good enough to play for us. They are. Fuck it, I don't give a shit. Vitor Hayes is not shit. People think he's at Girona. Girona is a shit. Girona is shit.
Oh gosh, yeah, it's
Right
really
here,
bad.
Ian was shit. Zuma Barbara for Nice has been absolutely cooking for Nice recently.
Yeah.
Get him in the Premier League team right now. He'll be fucking cooking everyone in the Premier League. I don't understand this hesitancy of not playing young players. I'm not saying I want all young players to play. Obviously, a bit of balance of experience and youth. But why is Edgebury not on the bench or playing? Foden's out. Shirky's out injured. This is time to play. If he was here right now, he'd play every game. Almost games. Behind Ireland, probably. I don't get it.
Yeah, but it's a problem. It's a problem. Favoritism.
Yeah, and this is why I said before, we need to cut this shit out. I want a team that everyone, no matter how good you are, you're Haaland Donnarumma, if you're playing shit, you're on the bench.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
So if Donnarumma's shit for the first few games, Trafford back in the team.
It's a problem, yeah. Donnarumma you can bench because Trafford is a solid goalkeeper.
Yep.
You can't bench Haaland because no one will play striker, and that's a problem. Marmoush was supposed to be our striker's winger, but he's never played in the 9. Even when Haaland was injured, we were playing a false 9 system. And you don't want to swap system multiple times in a season. You just don't do that. Once you get going, you want to keep the same system. So Haaland knows to keep the system that Pep wants to play, I need to play. So Marmoush, I like him. I think he's a good player. But if he's not playing as a striker, he's not going to be able to bench Haaland, which means Haaland has no pressure on him.
Yeah. That was the great thing of having someone like, I know Julian Alvarez kind of played a bit here, there, and everywhere, but at least he could play the 9, and he had played the 9,
yes.
and acted as a bit of competition, and he was top competition. In that final season, he got like 33 goal contributions for us, which is insane, and we didn't replace that either. Until the Jan. Alvarez was really, really good, and we didn't replace, and we haven't replaced it even now. We don't have proper number 9 competition for Haaland.
No.
You want to talk, by the way, about goals? I'll talk a bit about goals. Goals scored in 23-24 by Man City, 96. The season before, the treble season, 94. The season before that, so 2021, 21-22, the Gundogan moment against Aston Villa.
Yeah.
99 goals. Then 83 goals in the worst season of our four beats, which is 2021, where we're kind of lucky to win it, to be fair, but hey, a title is a title. 24-25, 72 goals. That's 20 less than what we were getting previously. Now let's talk about goals conceded. 34, 33, 26 in 21-22, and 32. 24-25 was 44, which is the most amount of goals we have conceded, by the way, since, let's go back. No. I'm going through the years right now. Still no. You remember Pep's first disaster season? Where we just leaked goals. That's only 39.
Let's be real about that season, right? It was an old team. It needed a lot of fucking work. It was a rebuild year anyway.
But that was only 39 goals conceded.
Fucking hell, really? Jesus Christ.
How bad did it get?
Oh my god. We're right now at 2013-14, and I still don't have a season.
It's going to be before the takeover, that's right.
I think it is, to be honest. Premier League
94, 95, we're still fucking going. We're right, League One. We're still doing that many goals. Like surely we're like 2001. Surely we're fucking like.
God.
75.
I mean, place your bets. Place your bets. What year do you think it will
I
be?
reckon 08, 09 or 09, 10. I reckon.
09, 10.
2000.
I'm now at 09, 10. And you'd actually bang on 45 goals, which is one more than
There you go.
what we had last season. Luke wins the bet. Not sure what he gets for it, but
Trophy.
Fuck yeah. My trophy's in City. Let's go.
our worst season on goals conceded in 15 years. By the way, we scored more goals in 2009-10.
Last season, right, and by the way, right, just to confirm, so this season, right, so far, we scored 4 at Wolves, so that's 2 more goals than last season. So that's 4, so that's plus 2 goal difference. Tottenham that's minus 2 goals exceeded, so it's already a bit of improvement there. Still lost the game lost the game, mine, but minus 2 goals. So we've gained 3. I'll say 5.
That's opium.
I know it is, but I'm being shameless, right? I've got to be. So far, same shit, different season.
Yeah.
Beat Wolves, lost to Brighton away, lost to Tottenham away.
Yeah, Brighton away as well. Just
No, beat
literally.
United, Alf, beat United, positive.
Yeah.
Bro,
Season back on track.
+3.
bro, that United team, if we don't beat them, I don't know what I'm going
I
to
think
do.
I'm at breaking point of losing. I think the whole families will be. Mate, and I'm being real with you here. I think these 2 losses, by the way, I don't think it has negative now back towards Pep out as ever been before. Because I'll tell you why. People start to question him a lot more now. Martin's doing it. Steve's doing it. It's a bit more like we're like, right. Last year was different. You got the players you wanted. Well, apart from right back, but either way, it's a better-ish team than last season. Depends on how anyone wants to figure that, but I think it probably is if everyone's fit. You couldn't. Tottenham at home. Come on, you're at home. I give it to Tottenham. You're at home. Stop losing Tottenham at home, mate. What's the issue? You're at home. If it was away, sure, all right, fine. It's away from home, but even then, you do better than that. But Brighton away, 2 years in a row at the Amex, lost 2-1. And every time got a 1-0 up with Haaland goal.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. Half time. I thought, here we go. 2-1 lost then. Penalty. Nunes being stupid. I don't know what he's doing that for. What's he doing that for?
Gosh. It just shows he's not a right back.
He's not.
Yeah.
And then obviously the winning goal. I mean, I thought Trafford that way was brilliant. 1-1
That save, the Van Heck save.
Yeah, the line. I thought, you know what? That winning goal, by the way, was he was shit there. If you watched it back, right, Diaz played everyone onside. If Diaz was playing everyone offside, that would a goal probably wouldn't happen. It probably would have been a draw, for being real. But the reality is, Trafford had to do so much shit in that game because of our defence being so the way it was. And
we just crumble. And I spoke about a lot in my match review. I think we struggle at the moment as a team to deal with changes of intensity in games. Because up to the 60th minute, second half we were worse than the first, but up to the 60th minute we were still semi in control on the ball. The changes got made. Brighton got back into it a bit more. The moment Nunes gives away that penalty, the crowd gets up for it. Brighton are up for it. They score the penalty, and we just can't cope. We can't cope with the new intensity of the game. And it happened so many times last season when we lost Leeds, and it's happened at Brighton again, and it could very well happen again.
I'm sorry, Rob. I should be able to say, it's a penalty, a shit, right? Go again. I'm like, oh fuck! I know straight away what's coming because our attack, by the way, second half, non-existent.
Nope.
Non-existent. Like Doku was on. Yeah, game over. I'm like, bruh. If Newcastle coming on, I'm happy coming on. You know what? Bit of flair, bit of pace. Go for it. Doku, like, fuck off. I know what's happening here. Right defender, get tackled. Right defender, outplay. Right defender, get in the box, pass it across, cleared. Every goddamn time. I'm sick of it, bro. I'm sick of it. I can't do this anymore. 3 years of this shit. Honestly, I'd rather see a Sunderland, Isidore from Sunderland play for us than him. He's way better. He's got 2 goals already for Sunderland already in the Premier League.
Sorry, who scored 2 goals for Sunderland?
Isidore.
They're the new striker.
No, he played last year's Championship.
Yeah, I don't want Championship.
God.
I don't watch Championship. It's not that good. I just don't watch it. I mean, to be fair, I did watch a few Championship games. 3. 2 of them were terrible.
Yeah.
But the third one is actually better than most Premier League games. So
What was that?
It was the playoff game with Sunderland.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. It's a Sunderland country. Yeah, good game actually. It was a good game. But yeah, honestly, I want wingers at this club that are going to take on their man, get past their man, actually create something. And I'm not asking to score every time because it's not going to happen, but at least get across the box. So Haaland's, and also Haaland, by the way, move your fucking ass. I'm tired of him just like, Bob, making a run. Haaland just jogging. Get in the fucking box. I don't know what you're doing.
I mean, the thing is, yeah, he did it against Wolves. You know that second goal for Haaland. He was like jogging back, and Tijani made the run, and Tijani got the ball, got it back, Haaland scored. And I'm like, is that the idea here? It's the idea here Haaland makes his run late so he can pick up the ball from someone else, but no one else is making a run. So, I mean, I don't get it. Like, if we're doing what we did against Wolves, where someone makes a run and picks up the ball, cuts it back to Haaland, sure, that's fine that he's jogging back, because then he arrives late at the box, perfect time to get a, tap in, for lack of better words. But when nobody is running, surely, as a striker, you have to look around you and realize, nobody's running, I should make a run. Surely.
Yeah.
Well, the Henri quote. Henri learnt to play with different players. Like, well, Bergkamp, he sort of maybe the link up of him. With Pires, he went down the wing and got the ball with him. Same with Lundberg, same with Vieira. Yeah, Haaland's got to do the same thing. Bob, play that ball or because the ball and cross it to him, get in the box, make the run. If Savinho does the cross in the box, you let the run in the box for a header. And then if let's say you're Marmouche, link up Marmouche. Just please, Haaland, like, his pace for me is brilliant still. But just work on the runs with certain players. Or off the ball, make that run. Or make that play with them. Because I'll tell you what you do, right? You'll cause a confusion for that defence. Because you do different things, different players.
Yeah.
But it's also the thing. I see a lot of Man City fans. This is the thing with Man City fans. And for me, I don't care how Haaland plays. I just care he gets goals and that it works. But I'll see a lot of Man City fans and they say, I want Haaland to just stand up top and do nothing else. And then I see Man City fans say, no, I want Haaland to get involved. And I'm like, okay, we don't even know how we want Haaland to play.
Mixture. Mixture. I want to do a mixture. Make a run. Hold up. Make a run. It has to be one of the other, bro. It can be like, just be available for the ball. Move.
Yeah.
Awareness. Like, you know what? Right. Let's who has the ball. Can I run in the box? If I can, I'm going to get in the box. Just think of what's going on around him. He doesn't start against the box and the ball goes into him, is what it is. He made the run. That's all I want to see from him. Just go for it if there's a chance to go for it. Yeah.
But that's difficult. Now I have to stop being lazy. I have to stop posting my runs on TikTok. You see that clip of Haaland on TikTok where he just like sprints up, not really a mountain, a hill, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, where's that in games, man? Do that in a game.
Yeah, in a game. Like, go on. So I'll tell you what you do, right? If Ryan the season run through it, if the top of him, header, like. The thing is, like, Kev's not here anymore. Kev's not here. Kev's not playing Napoli now. You got to do it on your own.
Haaland's going to Napoli.
Fucking hell, man.
Oh no.
He can't play that Bruyne. He's fucked. That's what it would be. That's what it would be. You have to play that Bruyne. You have to. Look at Butler, bro. Look at Dortmund, right? no De Bruyne there, but he played with different players and did different runs, different things for different situations. I think with De Bruyne, he kind of relied on De Bruyne too much sometimes.
I agree. I
Yes and
don't
no.
know.
Yes,
No, I think it's maybe a bit of laziness as well, because it's like, why make the run if I'm not gonna get a good ball anyhow? I think it's like, oh, I'm not gonna get a good ball. I'm just not gonna bother. Because when Marmoush has the ball, I'll see Haaland come alive, because Haaland trusts Marmoush to get a ball to him.
Yeah.
But anyone else, he just stands still. And I'm like, oh, okay, you can do it very well when Marmoush has the ball. Do it when everyone else has the ball now. And now you'll get your chances.
Yeah. Look, again, I know it's 3 games in, but as someone said, it's a continuation of last season again. Like, if it was a case of like we're unlucky in 2 games, fine. Like, if the thing is, right, if we hear it, we know how games go. If we played really, really well, right, and got a penalty that wasn't a penalty, and VAR fucked us over and we lost 1-0, all right, well, it happens. But the reality is, like, we haven't played at all in the 2 games. Apart from the first hour against Brighton, that was really good. Pretty good what we're seeing. Then after they got a goal,
even then, though, I think we played good against Brighton in that first. I don't even want to say out in that first 45 minutes, 50 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
But I feel like we still didn't create that much, and after that, it just was like, yeah, what are we doing here? And by the way, on the bench, no creative options. We could have had Echeverri there. No creative options. Mukasa, not there. That's a manager choice, by the way. You can talk about Echeverri. The board will send him on loan, which doesn't make sense. If a manager wants a player to play, the board won't send him on loan. But that's a manager choice. Loaning out players. That's a manager choice. Not bringing through Mukasa. That's a manager choice to let Yumaba go out on. These are manager choices, and Pep is consistently, for the past 2 years, because this began in the 4th beat, past 2 years, he's getting all his choices wrong. So that's Tiki fuck up, absolutely, but he's gone now, so let's stop talking about him. Has Viana fucked up by not getting a right back? Massively. Did Soriano do something stupid by blocking that deal for Savio? Yes. But none of that detracts from what Pep Guardiola is failing at. Things I will trust Thomas Frank, Oliver Glasner to get right. And these are not managers. They're good managers, but these are not managers of the prestige of Pep.
No. You're right. I'm sorry, right, but why is our bench predominantly on defensive midfield players? Like, I'm not asking for a whole bunch of attackers, by the way, a bit of balance, but
yeah,
why is O'Reilly and Rico? I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, but like, where's the Mukasa? Where's the play? Like, I get injuries, but fine, it's frustrating. But also, hold a minute though, injuries. Why is Foden gone again? Why is Shaq been injured for? What? When did that happen? Training? It's a bit weird. It's weird how that's happened. I don't get
3 months, 2 to 3 months without Shirky as well.
That's crazy. Like, don't get me wrong, right? Having Savio back's big. I don't give a shit what you say. It's good. We've got a winger back at least.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm starting them against United. Not Doku. Get the bench or reserves. I don't give a shit where you are. Savio and Bob are the wingers for me. That's what I'm doing. Decided.
What is the midfield then? I'm guessing Marmoush in the 10.
Rodri Rodgers, Marmoush. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, Marmoush, world rate. You've at least got world rate, which is something we miss when Doku comes on. I mean,
Savio worked right. He works hard. We're going to drop back a little bit, goes forward a little bit. I wouldn't say as much as other players, but he does do a lot more than Doku does.
Yeah. Which, I mean, yeah, I guess he does more than Doku does.
He isn't a lot.
For what it's worth.
The bar is low, but yeah,
the bar is fucking hell. It's above hell, so we'll allow that. Fair enough.
20 sacks there at manager, by the way. Big 20.
Oh, yeah.
Daniel Levy also got sacked. You saw that?
Oh yeah.
If Tottenham get this right, and Lewis and that leave, and they get a Guerrero in right, Tottenham are going to cook. They're not right now, think with a bit of time. But if Tottenham can get that ownership out, that's in there, they get a big investment in there with a different perspective. Spurs will be a whole different club.
I'm about to go on a speech again. I love doing these.
There we go. I'll speak.
So let me first read out the comments so you know what I'm talking about. 10 years at City and the rest at Bayern and Barcelona, he suddenly didn't become washed. Look deeper into the club. Then you'll realize he's been let down massively in recent years. Well, he did suddenly become washed. And you want to look deeper? Let's go back to the 1500s with the greatest mind humanity has ever been blessed with.
What are we doing here?
Newton. No, this is why you need to study history, yeah? History will teach you people. And if you understand people, you will understand a lot of stuff about life. Isaac Newton, greatest genius ever born into mankind, undeniably so. There was a time when he was the only person that knew algebra because he invented algebra. Nowadays, algebra is taught in high schools. That is the nature of genius. He did not make a single major discovery past the age of 26. That is the nature of genius. Albert Einstein did not make a single major discovery past the age of 30. Genius wanes. Isaac Newton or was commissioned, should I say, by Queen Anne to make a clock that would not lose time on a boat, because the problem was most clocks were with those like hammers back then, and that would lose time if you put that on a boat. He said it's impossible, can't be done. A fucking carpenter with no experience in science invented that clock, which is one of the biggest inventions in human history. A random dude outdid history's greatest genius, which that might sound like it's got nothing to do with football, but now you contrast that with football. Football's greatest footballing genius suddenly gets out-coached by every Premier League coach. We've seen this before with Mourinho. We've seen this before outside of football with the likes of Isaac Newton, with the likes of Albert Einstein, Oppenheimer, who after a few major discoveries became obsolete or average people. I mean, yes, there is absolutely a chance he became washed. That is the nature of genius. Genius is not everlasting. If it was, we'd probably be far more scientifically advanced as a human species. So you can look deeper at the club, but you can also look at what Pep Guardiola did wrong and realize that the past of Pep Guardiola has nothing to do with his future. His future is dependent on him, not on his past, on him from now. Him from now is not looking very bright.
You know, I don't think I've ever or will ever do a stream again where Isaac Newton and Albert Einstein and algebra are all brought up to do Pep Guardiola. I get what you're saying there. Pep for his time, he's changed the game. But the game has now changed, and I don't know, can he just be expected to change it again and again and again? Eventually there does have to be an end. And I don't, thinking the words Pep out in my head don't feel right. But at the same time, I find it worrying because we have Napoli, United, and Arsenal next. All three of which we could lose. And that would be 5 losses in a row.
I've got to say as it is, bro. If he's to go, he's to go.
Yeah.
Oh, we shit. Well, I'm saying as it is, right? Football is not as guaranteed as you think it is. It really isn't.
Nothing is. I mean, take that as a life lesson. Nothing is guaranteed. Right,
we'll still be his Portland's club when Pep does eventually leave, whatever he decides to do. Because we were here before Pep, and we were after Pep. Pellegrini, Mancini, Hughes, Ericsson, depending on how young you are. For Stuart Pearce, obviously, before that, but you get what I mean. We'll be here after Pep, And I appreciate him being here for almost 10 years now. Is it 10 years?
And 9 years now, but
This is the ninth season.
his contract goes to 10 years.
But mate, unbelievable decade it's been. We'll say as it is. Yes, the season here and there wasn't great, but most of the time it's been here, unbelievable success. But the way it is, right? If he is to go, then fine, because I'm not being look. Don't get me wrong. I'll obviously be a sad day when he does go, but football isn't as simple as you think it is. It's not like, oh, if you lose him, it's gonna be crap. Well, who said that?
I mean, you could have said the same about Mancini and Pellegrini. I know they're not managers like Pep, but did you know that Man City fans didn't want Pep to come in to begin with? Because I remember being a fan when Pellegrini was going. People were saying about don't make Joe Hart leave. I don't remember how the exact chant goes.
It's fan base, bro. It's hypocritical. Oh, Donnarumma can't do it with all of his feet. Well, he can. Not because Edison, but he can. You twats.
Yeah.
It's fan base, bro. It's all about agendas. Don't get me wrong, right? I'm part of this. I'm part of the issue as well. We're all part of the issue. What's the favourites? But the fact matter is, Donnarumma for me is a fantastic goalkeeper that will do a lot for us. He will, because you know what? He wants to come here. He literally got in wages for us to join us. Like that's a massive sign. Someone that wants to be here and fight and win trophies there. I don't get the issue. He's a better keeper than Anderson for me. Yeah, not with his feet, but better keeper than Anderson. I don't get the issue of that. If that's wrong, then oh my god, I'm so sorry for offending you. But I watch football with my eyes. Edison's been a brilliant keeper for us. The last 2 years, his level was dropped from where it was. So, I'm being real here. I think it's a good play at the right time for me. Yeah, and I think fans have got to start being a bit more supportive of the players that come in. Really, rather than be agenda driven.
Yeah.
I mean, I completely agree. I mean, Donnarumma is the best goalkeeper, or second best if you say Courtois. I can't say Courtois. Best or second best goalkeeper in the world. Like, let's not argue about. I think it's silly to even argue that. I mean, I get different opinions, but like, he just won the treble, and he was arguably the best player in that treble season.
That Arsenal game, bro, in both legs, the saves, save, quick down there,
and Liverpool as well.
Yeah, it wasn't an easy run. They played big teams, and didn't they play all the English teams up until the final?
Yeah, they did play Aston Villa.
They beat Villa, and bro, that save that save of Plaza.
Yeah,
what I mean, bro. Oh, he can pull out of his fit. Well, he can, mate. Long balls, pass out of play. We don't remember, right? A lot of people are overthinking it a little bit. Donnarumma, right, will play the simple passes. He'll need the build-up play for the defenders to do. He's more of a box keeper. Trafford's more of your Edison type keeper, which will get that level of confidence in him. But Donnarumma is a different kind of goalkeeper altogether. That's fine. UCL, mate, perfect for us. In the league, Trafford maybe a little bit. When we Donnarumma, you can vary it up. But we have two keepers, bro, that are going to be. Well, for me, right, with Trafford, right, he will get better and better and better for us. Because I tell you already, mate, I've seen already. Like, you know what? It's Spurs aside. I'm impressed with what I've seen so far from him. Especially at his age and as confidence, obviously in goal, especially in big games as well. He'll only get better and better for us. So I'm confident in him when it goes on goal. I think as fans, let's stop arguing each other and think, you know what, let's just back someone to remember. I think it's a big signing. I'm happy with the window overall. Not really. I'm happy with who we brought in. They're all good players. They're all do it at a level to our squad. But we needed more than that.
Yeah, that's my stance.
And I think players at the door, great. Good to Kanji, and good. I'm doing them out at the club, but we need more than that as well. It's kind of like it's a start. I need to see a lot more than January, a lot more in December coming up. I'm happy with what I'm seeing.
I mean, I agree with all of that, but back to what I was saying.
Sorry, waffler, carry on. Unbelievable.
No, I agree with everything you said, but the reason I brought that up is, by the way, Donnarumma is the goalkeeper Pep wanted in 2017. He didn't want Ederson. We failed to get Donnarumma. Then we went to get Ederson. So there you go, I suppose. But back when Pep first came into the club, Man City fans were saying, "Don't sack Pellegrini." Man City fans have always been like this. They've always wanted to keep their shiny toys. They've always wanted to keep whoever they like the most. They've always done this massive drama where the new guy will fail and be worse than the previous guy. We did this with Mancini, by the way. Mancini as well. Man City fans didn't want him to leave. It wasn't as much like Pellegrini, where I think with Mancini, more fans wanted him to leave than with Pellegrini. But still, both of these managers, nowhere near as good as Pep Guardiola. Man City fans were saying, don't sack them. But we did sack them, and we were better off for it. I mean, by the way, Earl, you're saying you totally ignored how the board have let him down. No, I haven't. I've talked about the board not getting a right back. I've talked about these things, but it's a fact. Pep Guardiola is one who decides to loan out players. When you have a manager, he has his squad, let's say 30 players. The board comes down, asks Pep, okay, you need to get three guys of these out on loan. Who can we loan out and who do you want to keep? Pep Guardiola is one saying, you can loan out Echeverri, you can loan out Pa, you can loan out Vitor Hayes. That's Pep Guardiola making those calls. When you look at Mukasa, not getting in a squad ahead of Gundogan, that's a Pep choice. You can't say, the board every time Pep fucks up. He's a walking fuck up for the past 2 years. I'm sorry to put it that way, but he's been making the same mistake for 2 years in a row. I mean, any other manager would have been sacked after 6 months if they're lucky enough to get there. Pep Guardiola, yeah, I get it, credit in the bank, but at some point, bro, your credit score can go from 800 to 0 very quick. Like I don't know how much this guy has got credit in the bank, but when you pay off your mortgage, your credit score drops off immediately. So I'd assume this guy's credit score is in the negatives at this point. Credit in the bank and somewhere. You can't just say, the board, this. I acknowledge these things, but they don't change whether Pep is doing a good job or not. I think Oliver Glasner does a better job with this team, and Oliver Glasner is not even my first in the list of managers to get. That's the truth. At least that's how I see it.
Yeah, eventually, like I said, it's not all on the guys above Pep. You have to put some criticism on Pep, and that's why I feel partly that September's huge for Pep and his future, in my opinion. If I was the board, I'm looking at September and I'm thinking, this is really make or break. Smarten up over the international break and see how it goes. But yeah, and also his squad, despite not having a right back, he's still got one of the most stacked teams in the league. In terms of his attack is stacked. I know we have Doku. I know we've ranted a bit about Doku, but we still have Haaland. We still have Marmoush. I know Foden's not really been there this season due to injury. Up to Brighton, he's had Shirky. He's bought into Tijani Reinders, who's a big addition to it too. And Bob Savini's not been available, but still multiple other talents, and even our academy is stacked too. Like we've already mentioned Mukasa and why he wasn't there, and like you've said, the decision to loan out Echeverri. And I won't lie, I even worry a little bit about our defense now, just a little bit, and the injuries. I'm actually worried that it could actually catch up to us now because Ake and Stones get injured a fair amount. We've loaned out 3 of our centre backs, including Kanji. Vardio, I don't know what's wrong with Vardio, but his recovery is taking some time, and I'd rather it be that way. I don't want to rush him back. So at the moment we have Diaz, Stones, who has had an issue, Ake, who's also injury prone, and Kusanov at the moment to our disposal at centre backs. That's 4 centre backs, technically 3 if you remove Stones. It's light. It's really, really light. And yeah, I just think I'm not saying Akanji would have fixed our season, but I would have at least kept one of those three centre backs we've owned, probably Bar. Looking at it now, to just to help steady the ship. Because the last thing I want is to, spending 180 million in January, despite it being exciting. It was good, but I don't really want to have to do that every January to try and salvage our season, Yeah.
So for the Oscar Gvardiol, by the way, if you want to know about Premier League injuries, this site is the most accurate one. Doesn't mean it's always right, but this site is almost always right. So for the Gvardiol, potential return, not confirmed, but potential return is the 14th. So
on the bench, I reckon bench.
Yeah, what game is that going to be?
United.
Is that United's game? Yeah. Okay,
Oh,
so I'm assuming he'll be on the bench.
Will be there.
He'll be on the bench, so he'll be fully fit again by Arsenal, I reckon. Then.
Well, what it is, right? I think Foden, but so Vardy, so Savio. That's three players back away, which is great. I think Cover, obviously he's not far away from him back as well, so that's option off the bench, which is good. And the midfielder coming through. And then after that, Shirky. Now, Shirky, I think hopefully will be a quicker one than November. Hopefully, we'll see what happens with that one. So hopefully, we'll have a fully fit squad. Touch wood by November, please.
Like if Stones and Ake last that long, I will be flabbergasted.
Stones, by the way, I think Stones, by the way, is actually fine. By the way, I think that was just a precaution to get him out of England.
Yeah, probably. Because he always gets injured with England, I swear.
If that's 4 games fit, I'm like, fucking what?
By the way, I just went back to check. Czechia is the 1st of November here.
Okay, so, yeah. It's missing the whole of October and September, which we already knew, but it still sucks.
By the way, Wim asks here, do you remember Sunderland fans doing the Bosnan against Man United? I do, but I'm not sure if Connect is actually old enough to remember that.
Probably not.
I was 12 on that one.
There you go. I guess you don't remember that, Connect. So
not ringing any bells.
After Aguero scored against QPR, Sunderland fans at the Bosnan.
Oh,
very good.
That picture, they're not fans doing that. But just the face, I was like, that was brilliant. That was.
Oh, what a moment.
I'm going to say it though. If next Sunday we lose to them lot, bro, I think it's curtains for a lot of.
Bro, it's the Man United fans will do the Bosnan against us if they win,
I'll say as it is, mate. I think you'll start seeing some of the older fans saying the 2 words.
Yeah.
At some point, bro, it's going to happen. You can't. I'm sorry, right? People say, "Oh, I trust Pep completely." That's going to change if you keep losing games. Because fact matter is, mate, football is a results business. It's not about that's how I feel. If a man's doing shit at a club, mate, at the end of the day, right? It's like us in our own jobs. Doing shit our own jobs, and throwing out the bloody job.
Yeah.
I don't get this. I really don't understand how hard it is. I get that. I love Pep, I do, but people got to realise that it's just it's all about, for me, if you don't improve from there, and let's say we lose the next 3 games.
I mean, I love I love Nasri. I wouldn't want somebody Nasri on the wing for Man City right now. Like, you can do the same thing with managers as with players. Like, time is cruel. Like, that's the truth. Time is cruel. At some point, when you get it's a fact, by the way, when you reach your 50s, your metabolism starts to slow down. When your metabolism slows down, it means your brain slows down. Pep is 54 or 55. I mean, I'm sorry to put it this way, but at that age, your brain is slowing down. I'm not sure if that's a cruel way to put it, but I mean, that's human biology. I mean, nobody stays the same. I don't look the same I did 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I was a teenager. Now I'm an adult, and I guess mid-20s technically, but I like to say early 20s. Early 20s, we'll go with that. So time doesn't wait. Time doesn't care about how good you were in the past. I mean, this is a very cruel way to put it, isn't it? But I'm going to do it anyhow. Billy was one of the greatest players to ever touch a pitch. Now he's a bunch of bones under the ground. Time does not care about your greatness, your emotions, anything. Time goes, and you are simply going along with it. Pep Guardiola is the same way, and if time has gone too fast for Pep, I'm sorry, you can't catch back up. You really can't.
No, nothing. No era of anyone will last forever. You know, even a period that I definitely wasn't around for the bulk of it. But even like Ferguson at United, he lasted over 20 years, and even that eventually came to an end. What probably would have felt like forever for certain fans. Eventually, it will come to an end. Eventually, time does catch up, and like you said, we need to know when it's time. And yeah, Pep, like you said, Pep is what, he's easily in his 50s, no doubt.
54, I think.
Yeah, he's in that area for sure. Yeah, so he is going to start slowing down to some level. Okay, it might not be super noticeable, but
it kind of is. But
yeah,
I'm going to be as far as that's it.
But it should be noticeable results at the very least. You know, like before there was a time where we could be struggling at half time, for example, and then second half we might come out with and implement something of our own to try and turn it around. Similar to Brighton against us, they were struggling at half time. They only had one shot at the Amex at half time. Okay, which is the lowest amount of shots they'd had at half time at the Amex in like 10 years. You know, so they were really struggling. They ended the game with 12 shots on 12 shots on goal. You know, they changed it up in the second half, and we really, really struggled. There was a time that we'd do that when we were struggling, and we just didn't. We haven't for, I don't remember the last time we did. And we need coaches that can move like that.
I don't know if you agree with this, Connect, but I think the last time we did that was the treble season.
It probably was, because that was the last time we were. I know the next season we did the 4-peat, but the treble season was the last time where we were definitively like top of our game. You know, had all the top players that have been at you know, Mahrez is still with us, even still like Laporte as an option, and I love Laporte. You know, we had so many top options. Alvarez, Haaland were at the club. De Bruyne, obviously, basically went injury-free. John Stones basically had an injury-free season as well that season, which is kind of crazy for him. I think he did pick up a knock earlier on, but it's by the by. Everything, we were at the peak of our powers in every respect, and we've dropped off. And a top club doesn't drop off forever. We have to get back up. Otherwise, I hope it never happens, but we could potentially, not as bad, but be in a weird way and looking like United if we don't move on in the right direction.
Yeah.
And that's the harsh reality.
Yeah. Big up to AK, by the way, in chat. Big up to AK. Goal France, apparently. I'm not even. Who is France playing against?
Ukraine.
And Greece is winning 1-0 against Belarus. Did my ball, the Solis do something. The trio is back. Bro, all three of us. It's actually a miracle. We need to get a quiet together. Whenever we come together. Anyhow, we'll round up now. Final topic for today. Man United. I mean, who wants to go first? Because I don't.
Okay.
I just spoke a ton, so you can go first.
Okay, I'll go first then. If we lose this game, I think confidence in Pep goes. I think what says it is because if we cannot, right, with injuries, right. I'm sorry, it's the worst night I've seen in my fucking life. That's to Grimsby. Yes, it's Derby Day. Yes, fair enough. But if we cannot beat United at home, at least, bro. Last year we were shit. Last year, this is a Derby Day. They haven't won a derby in the league for what the last 2 or 3 meetings now. They owe us a win, but owe the derby win by these players. They've been terrible in them recently. I need to see a team up for it. I'm fucking angry that Shaky's injured this game. Of all the games, he's injured. What the hell happened there? Because the whole hype for this game was, because Shirky's going to say, I want to kill them. And he's injured. Like, great, I have to wait for my blade new release. For me, this game is massive. If we win this game, then the confidence. I don't give a shit if you're saying, oh no, if we lose the game, I'm still back up behind Pep. Are you a Pep fan or a City fan? I'm not being funny here. I'm not saying I want Pep to get I want Pep to be gone. I'm just saying that at the end of the day, we judge the team on performances on the pitch and what players and manager are both doing. We have to win this game Sunday. We have to. It's a must win. We're at home. It's a derby. If you can't win that, then Napoli will be us. So will Arsenal. It's big, bro. It's probably our biggest game probably in a long time. It's huge.
Yeah, like like you said, this United team is awful. I know Onana's not going to be playing against us, sadly, but it would have been great if he was. But genuinely, it doesn't matter if he's in goal or not. They are so bad at the moment, Like, even against Grimsby, like, they still had decent players playing, I believe. I believe the starting 11 was still solid. Did have some academy players, but at the end of the day, it's at the Etihad. The fans will be up for it. Okay, we're typically up for a derby, and we have to deliver. In the nicest way possible. This is quite literally, like you said, the worst Man United side ever. We shouldn't, or ever, as in recent years anyway. We should not be losing to these guys. Not realistically, but probably thought that last season to a level as well, and we still managed it there. We haven't beaten them. We haven't beaten them in like 90 minutes. I know we won the Community Shield, but we haven't beaten them in 90 minutes since I think like March of 2024 when Phil Foden scored that like banger and Rashford scored one as well on us. I felt that was our last actual 90 minutes derby win, and we can't go off that again. Like we lost a FA Cup final to them. We lost and we've conceded 2 goals in 2 minutes to them at the Etihad. And blinking at Old Trafford, we basically played for a draw. We've got to turn up because, like you said, if we do lose this game, all the disarray in the fan base you've seen up to this point, it will probably not measure up to what will happen if we lose against United. And I don't blame it either. We've got to be winning.
The difference is last season, by the way, is that last year, right, was bad, right? But no one was really willing to go towards Pep out because everyone was still a bit apprehensive. You lose again, mate. I don't care if you're a positive Pep fan. Positive, say no, Pep, no. At some point, you reach a point where you're like, hold on a minute. What's going on there? At some point, we all do. I said before, this season will be about Pep in, Pep out, like Wenger in, Wenger out many years ago. It's a very similar situation. I'm not saying Pep is not what Wenger is, by the way. When you're here for as long as Pep is, when it's 10 years, you have to reinvent yourself. Keep going again. Like, if you can't do that, now, yes, I get it's 3 games into the season, right? But the mistakes that we're making are so schoolboy error, so stupid at times. It's like, come on. If we can't beat United, then I think confidence in Pep goes.
If we can't beat United, we'll lose our next 2 games as well.
Yeah,
I'll think with both. Just I mean, all three of us can just say we are losing against Napoli. We are losing against Arsenal. If we don't beat United, we don't win. I mean, our first 6 games of the season will have been 1 win, 5 losses.
And I'll be real, bro. I think the board has to think here. Because I'm sorry, you can't just say, "Oh, it's fine, Pep." We're losing a game. Like at some point, who you are, any club of any manager that goes 1-5 losses in all competitions is questioned. Yeah, you have to. You can't. Like, oh, it's fine. It's Pep. No, it's not.
But by the way, Pep is lucky that after Arsenal we play against Burnley.
Bro,
Imagine if we played against Brentford after that. I think Brentford beat us because we always struggle against Brentford, especially away.
Now, if you told me you beat United, beat Napoli, and get a draw Arsenal, I'll take it. I'll be happy with that. Is that obviously I want to win at Arsenal. I do want to win there. If it says to me, this is the best offer I can give you, I'm like, I'll take it. 2 wins at least, and also a draw. But the problem is that I've got to see performances improve as well. I can't just be like, we win 1-0 every game. No, I'm sorry. Like, you can't just win a league title off just being enough to get over the line. I know it happens. This is where a lot of people realise where their targets and standards are for. Are you a Pep fan? Which I love Pep Guardiola. I do. I'm a City fan. I want to see us improve. I want to see us compete. Winning a league, of course, every year is great. It doesn't happen every year. But I want us to be in the fight to the very end, not be out of it straight away. We've got to see improvement. And if we lose United, I think for me, I'm well, not just me. A lot of people are theirs turned. I think.
I might just say it. A win against this Man United team for me doesn't really show how good we are.
No, it doesn't.
No way.
A win against Burnley doesn't show me how good we are.
Napoli, sure. All right, as a start.
If let's say we beat Man United and beat Burnley, but we still lose to Arsenal, I'm just still going to say, now what about Brentford? Because Burnley and Man United are worse than Brentford. Beating them does not give me confidence in beating a Brentford. This is what Man United fans said, funny enough, last season, with Ruben Amorim. Ruben Amorim only won games against the bottom 3 or 4 in his entire first half of a season. Yeah. And each time he played one of those bottom 4 teams and he won, fans would trust the process. And I'm like, well, I love watching it because it's Man United, but it's pathetic. Yeah. We can't be doing the same if we beat Man United, if we beat Burnley. No. I mean, winning these games is not an accomplishment. It's bare minimum. And losing these games is all right if you beat Arsenal and you beat Tottenham and you beat Brighton and you just have one bad game. It can happen. Yeah. But that's what we're talking about here. We are talking about, 2 years now of abysmal tactics, 1 year of abysmal performances, and a manager who just looks outdone every time we're on a pitch. Man United, we just have to win. Every game. How strange is it, by the way, to be September? We're September the 5th, and we're talking about must-win games.
But honestly, it's disgusting. Say as it is, but honestly, right? We should not be losing 2 games. It should be really, 3 wins.
Yeah.
Arrogance. No. Tottenham at home should be a win. Brighton are not as good as people think they are. Should be in Brighton away from home.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but the levels for me have not improved. I know we've got it's 3 games in, fine, but I still expect some performances to be decent. Some if you let's say you win 4-0 first game, 2-0 against Tottenham, and you won 2-0 against Brighton. It's still 3 wins on the board. It's points on the board. All right, I can improve from there. But we've lost 2. The pressure already.
By the way, Pep Lijnders as a coach is someone who has his team peak early and then cool slow in the second half of the season. It's like I'm gonna bring up something nobody cares about again. F1. Nobody cares, I know, but
No. I like F1. It's good.
there you go. There you go. Luke is my associate this time. You've got your hard tires, you've got your medium tires, and you've got your soft tires.
Yeah.
Pep Linders is the softs. Goes hard for a little while. I mean, that's maybe a wrong way to put it. Goes fast for a little while.
Pause.
Clip it.
He goes fast for a little while, but those tires tired out quickly. Now, in F1, you just go into the pit stop and you change tires. However, I don't believe that you can change footballers' bones or muscles or anything like that mid-season. Correct me if I'm mistaken. So that is where in F1, when you use your softs and you gain 2 laps, and then your tires are gone, you go into the pit stop, you change your tires, you get mediums or hards. In football, it don't work like that. When your legs are gone in football, they're gone. You need a month, 2 months to recover. And you don't have 1 or 2 months in the middle of a season. You just don't. I mean, I'm not saying we're going to peak early and get worse in the second half of the season. I think we get better as the season goes on. Yeah. I hope so, at least. But we're not going on a 10-win running streak. I generally don't see it happening.
No, and people need to understand this, right? If Pep can't change, then I'm sorry. I think people have become too Pep fan rather than City. I don't care how I'll support this club for. Fine, how much he's offered us, mate. But at the end of the day, right, we can't be afraid of change. We can't be afraid of moving on. If we have to move on, and we're not as good. Oh, be careful what you wish for. Well, I don't give a fuck. If we're worse on that Pep goes, then fine, it's what it is. But we'll still talk about football is not being good enough. It's football. At the end of the day, right, we'll still be here. Right, who's like in 10 years' time, when Pep's gone, as well as else in the job, we'll still be about it though.
The next generation of managers breaking through: Cesc Fabregas, Xabi Alonso, Slot. Oh, by the way, here's a statistic on Slot. Slot is the first manager since Pellegrini to win the Premier League on his debut season.
Wow.
That's 11 years.
11 years.
So people making fun of Arne Slot, he's the first guy in 11 years to do it on his debut season.
For me, right, look at Arteta. For me, by the way, will be gone in the next year or two. He'll be gone. I'm sorry, right? He won't fuck all again. I'm not. And by the way, right, I'm not bantering Arsenal anymore. Well, I'm not doing it because my club is still not right now. Get it sorted on our end. There are a couple of teams.
Well, there's no place to ban all teams. I mean, that's just it.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have to round up here, though, because I am going to go on a Zed's show as well. So thank you both for coming on. Anything else you want to say other than Pep out before we round up?
Don't lose to United, please.
Or I don't
Or
think you're going to say it yet. Too soon?
I don't know if too soon is the right word. But come back to me after the United game. We'll see where we're at.
Okay.
We'll see where my head's at.
For me, though, if Pep was to go right, it doesn't mean we're basically fixed. By the way, it's not like we're still a long way from wanting to be, because we have to get my manager in. So I'm not sort of saying I want it to be, but we've got to realise that it doesn't just fix the issue straight away. It's part of the problem. What more going on as well. But for me, if we lose United, mate, right? If we lose that's 3 games, I'm sorry, anyone's still Pep in. I have questions, because 1-14 last year was utterly pathetic. And
1-13 technically.
But 1-13. But either way, it's still shit. Either way, when we look at it. But for fun, but you turn it around. Well, okay, you turned it around, but it's third place with that team. Well done. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I look at this and I think, if we can't get any better than this, right, and we lose 5 in a row, I'm sorry, I'll keep the faith. What are you seeing? Like that Brighton game, I watched that Brighton game. I watched it in my own eyes. Yeah, it was decent, but no creativity in the team. Slow, backwards, back again, sideways passing again. Got backwards again where we should be. I'm sorry, right? The style of play is outdated and finished. If Pep can't change, then I want a manager in who can have a style of play more aggressive again as we need to be. Sorry, but football is all about having the best team and best tactics in place to win games.
Mhm.
Pep's got to change the times, or otherwise left behind. It's that simple.
Football is about winning, and if you stop winning, you get sacked. And that's not my quotes. That's Pep Guardiola's quotes. So there you go. I just quote Pep Guardiola.
No. Alf, if Pep does go right, I won't hate him. I also love the guy for what he's done for the club. Like, I still have a lot of love for what he's done for us. But
I don't hate anyone who's worked or for Man City as a player or as a manager, bar Carl Walker, but that's got nothing to do with what we get on the pitch.
Pep's been amazing for us. He has been. I love him. And
Legend.
we'll always remember him for what he's done. But at some point, as fans, we'll accept they won't be here anymore. And when he isn't, then we can say, right, this is where it begins, new change. Because I'm not worried about when he goes. Happens. Because we're fans of the club. The club will always change, but we'll always be with the club.
Absolutely. So on that note, Luke officially set Pep out.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much. We're getting to it.
Yeah. But right. I'll say it now. Losing the next 3 games, I'll say it.
I'll say it as well.
I'll
say it as well. Next 3 games.
Look at that.
It was a win. Shameless.
Yeah. I never in doubt.
Look at that. I'll no longer be Captain Negative on this panel.
You. Shameless.
I mean, I do hope we win those the games, but...
No.
So look, I would love to have it more of Pep to turn it around, win and say, you know what, he's back. But I've got to see this before I say it's going to happen. I've got to see it change. I mean, so bring it on. Hopefully he does it. But we've got a lot of work to do.
So with that, please don't lose against Man United or you get sacked.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pep. I'll stop now. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Not just to me, but to these 2 guys whose links are in the title. Yes, they are. So beautiful. Like and subscribe to me, to these guys. Alfred, we're redirecting to Z, where I'm going to go live immediately, and I'll see you guys there. Breaking news, by the way, Akanji has scored a goal. There you go.
That didn't say that.
Okay.